Welcome back, City Skylines players and fans, to Capital City. This is Gomer with Gomer Games. Alright, it's been a while since we've done a video. Ever since the last DLC with, well, actually it was the creator packs, I believe, with the Skyscraper and the Heart of Korea creator packs. We had a couple assets break, and they were kind of essential for the next phase of this casino island here. So I was waiting to see if the assets were going to be fixed and made available again, and they have not been. So we're going to move on without them, and we'll just go without them. So basically, we'll just replace them with other assets, with other items, other buildings. In the meantime, what we've done off camera, we did create these neighborhoods here. Couple great neighborhoods using American Eclectic, I think is how you pronounce that. Great set of small residential homes, driveways, walkways, very detailed and great. Small little commercial district, very small, just one strip on both sides there, gas station, fast food restaurants, that type of stuff. I think there was a couple offices in there. And then this side we have a little bit of commercial using the wall-to-wall buildings that came with the last DLC, or the second to last DLC actually, the Plazas and Promenade wall-to-wall buildings, and created a little bit of a commercial district there with some housing on the outside, some dense housing. And then we have the Green City DLC residential, small residential homes here, and I really like the way they look, and I think it just makes the whole neighborhood look very, very good. I have these set up on one of the other neighborhoods on the other side of the city. Some dense housing along the coast here with a park, and so we have a couple apartment complexes there, 2 or 3 apartment complexes, and then we have a small elementary school here, which I think looks really good there along the coast. I think that just looks great. The other thing, I added this gated community here. I liked it when I built it, and then I loaded the save, and I just wasn't so big on it right now. So I may replace this, but I used the one of the plazas from the new DLC, the Financial Districts DLC. I used the plaza for that. It's got some underground parking over here, and a little gate up front here. And I don't know, we might change that, we might leave it, we'll see. Added another community, or another neighborhood over here on the very south side of the island here, all the way over. See if I can get the camera to do what I want it to do here. And number of different amenities here. We've got a skate park and a community pool, multiple parks in the area there, and built a small church and a temple on the other side here with a little bit of a gas station and a little bit of commercial there, fire station there. And then these are all what I would consider probably middle class houses through this neighborhood, and then we have some higher end houses along the coast here. Took this inspiration from like Malibu in California. Have the coastal highway, and then there's like a small side roads that jet off from that, and then they have these nice beach houses along there, even though this technically isn't the ocean, but I still took inspiration from that. I thought it was kind of cool. So this video here now that we've covered all this, we're going to go ahead and start working on this area here to fill in this side and get started here. You have noticed that the solar farm is gone. I've got some plans for that. I kind of didn't like the way that looked, so I'm going to upgrade that a little bit. So we're going to work on that here. So let's go ahead and get started here. We need a building. Had a couple buildings planned, one here and one here, that are no longer available. They will not load, so they're outdated, they're dead. So I'm going to have to improvise here. I needed a building to kind of offset this opera house here. Something with some gravitas, some presence, something that kind of countered that. So what we're going to use, let me switch the menu on. There we go. What we're going to use, the Science Center, and I think this is a vanilla asset. Yeah, I think this is vanilla with the game. That Sunset Harbor, the Aviation Club came with that. I think this is a vanilla asset that came with the game originally. I'm not 100% sure, but so we're gonna. I think this just counters the Opera House quite nicely. I think that works quite well there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. The other building that I did think about putting in there was the stadium, the Vanilla Stadium. Where might it be? Oh, right here. And I thought that kind of would work there too, but stadium for this area just doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I just don't think that makes sense for this area. So we're going to stick with the Science Center building here. So we do want this to be centered in the middle here, but we also want it to there to be a little bit of green space, just like on this side. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull the road. I'm going to go ahead and use this node here. And I did kind of play around with this a little bit, so I do know a little bit about the placement of this. I did kind of play with it a little bit because I was trying to figure out what to do without those other assets that were missing. So we're going to center this. Trying to decide if we should maybe run it a little bit closer to, I think we may run it, yeah, I think we're going to run it a little bit closer to the avenue there, so there's a little bit of room there. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think that works a little bit better. Kind of draws a line right here. Get that off. Kind of draws a line right there. So I think that works a little bit better. So let's go ahead and add in the grass network here. It's on the network. These assets. These are my favorite decorating assets. I do use these things everywhere. Do not want that. And we want to switch to a 4. And this is one of the reasons why I was planning on, or I wanted to offset it a little bit, is I wanted to make sure that this grass assets weren't going underneath the building here. I also have something planned right here too, so we'll see how that's going to work out. So we'll grab an individual here. Let's see here. Grab another individual here. Yeah, that works. And then fill in some concrete here. Fill in concrete there. There we go. And I think that works. So the reason why I left those strips in there is because there was lights there. And I thought about just maybe putting a 2 in there. And then making that kind of like a, I don't know, like a seating area or something, but thought, nah, we'll go ahead and we're just going to put a couple more lights. Maybe one here and one here, and on all 3, obviously, and then we'll make those walkways. I just think that kind of works. I don't know if that doesn't match the other side, but we don't have to be completely symmetrical on everything. So I think that that kind of works. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on this side. Now what we're going to do, we need to bring a road all the way down to this corner. Let's see. Well, first thing what we're going to do, let's go ahead and put in some more of these grass networks here, grass assets. I think that'll be far enough for now. We're going to eventually connect those two, but we'll do that later. So I'm thinking we're going to do, yeah, let's go ahead and do a road here. I want this to be 90 degrees. And then we'll all the way down. Almost into these trees here. Yeah, that works. And then we're going to go ahead and, like I said, I did kind of toy around with this stuff to see what we were going to do, because there's other assets being missing. I just don't know what to do here. So we're going to run this out. Let's go ahead and run it out 3. Then we're going to run it up into the trees here. Then we're going to grab the other side, run it straight down to connect. That works. Okay. So now we're going to put in some parking. Well, let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this grass area here first. So let's go ahead and connect this up, and then that's not what I wanted. This one is what I wanted. Alright, that works. So now we need to build another road right in the center here. Yeah, so we got 4 on each side there. That works. So we're going to use these parking lot assets here. And they're all different sizes, and the L is the lights. The L and the R determine which way the parking stall faces. If you haven't seen any of the videos that I've done, put these on, used these before. Like if you use 14L2 and you face it to this road here, connected to this road here, the stalls will be facing towards the Science Center here, which is the way we want it. And then if you put it connected to this road up here, you're reversing it so the stalls go the other direction. And by doing every other one, you're guaranteeing traffic on both roads. And also you're using the same asset. Speeds things up a little bit. I think we're going to do 4 of those. And then I think we're going to put a road in the middle here. So you want to connect to this one, and then connect to this one, this one, to this one. There we go, just like that. So I think that works just well there. And then we will go ahead and add in another road here. I think I want to put this in right here and see what it looks like. I know that's kind of digging into the stalls there. I think that's going to be alright. Let's take a look at Traffic Manager. Look at the parking. And we want to turn the parking off on all of those. And then go into the intersection marking tools, and there you can see the lanes. So it is a little bit, the lane's clipping it a little bit, so the cars are going to be into that a little bit. But that's okay, because we need to move these down a little bit, so that's fine. So that works perfectly. So that's fine. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. So we will put this on this side and then there. That works. Oh. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and move these stalls over. So we want to, yeah, let's go ahead and do buildings first. These are actually used. The cars will park in them, but they are treated as like parks. by the game. The game treats them as like parks. So we want to move those over. That works. Alright, like that. And then we'll go ahead and grab these. Gotta make sure that's lined up. That looks pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. And then, yeah, that works. So what we'll do now is I want to run another road right here. Yeah, that one works better. That one works a lot better. So we want to get rid of this guy here. And then let's go ahead and, since we're trying to decide if I need to move these roads in a little bit or not. I think we'll just leave it the way it is. We'll go ahead and to the parking lot roads. That works. Fill in a little concrete. There we go. And then I think instead of fixing this right here, I think what we're actually going to do, we are going to pull this over to here. And have that be a walkway right there. I think that looks very well, very good. Very good. So then, with, I need to do a little bit of concrete in there. I think we're going to go ahead and use the curbs to do, it's weird that there's a garage door there. I guess maybe they would need, they would have like large exhibits and stuff. But this is the front of the building. But anyway, so we're going to do a little bit of a curb there. Let's see. Whenever I say curbs, I'm meaning these items here, and they're great detailers. They will create curbs in parking lots, in plain concrete areas, and they're great assets all the way all along. There's a couple different versions of them, and some versions do not see how the edge of them disappear. Some versions do not do that. So you want to look for the version that causes those edges to disappear, and so you can add the same length. So we want that the same right before the light, just like it is on the other side. And I guess those two lights are not. Looks like I'm lined up with the building, but the two lights are not. The lights are not lined up. That's weird. And then another thing that you can do something like this. You can do a bunch of different things. That's what I was wanting. Do something. a few different things with these. So right now we're just going to put that in there, and then maybe just put a decorative tree. We'll go ahead and just go with this couple of these. Well, we'll just put a tree in there, and then maybe do a couple of hedges. There, we'll just we'll call that good for now, and then go back and do a little bit of detailing later on. Because I'll probably add, yeah, because there's a little bit of room there between the, so I'll probably add the curve out a little bit further. And then I am going to go through and add these curves in. Take these half circles, semicircle, and go through and line them up and put them on the end of each of these parking aisles. And I think we have more than enough room to do that. Yeah, we do. So we're good. So we're going to line this all the way down. And I did that over there with the Opera House. We're going to do that. And I'm going to try to make this parking lot a little bit more detailed than that, but we'll see how it works out. Okay, so next thing we're going to do here is we're going to add some more buildings. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out of there for right now. And what I was thinking was, for this area here, we're going to go ahead and use another vanilla building that I've never used in the city, and that is the Aquarium. And this is kind of like, you know, there's a lot of hotels here, and the gambling's at the other end of the island. So I'm thinking this would be kind of like a attraction area where, you know, families could go and stuff. So we will want to use family-oriented attractions. So I think an aquarium is great. It's also a very nice building for this little area right here. Trying to decide which direction I want to orient this. Put the parking lot there, but I think that puts garage doors. Yeah, that puts garage doors on this side. Whereas if I orient it this way, facing this highway here, it will put the garage doors facing this way. I think we'll probably do that. Let's go ahead and build this road. And it's probably not going to come all. Drop it over there and make sure that's a straight 90 degree. It is. And then we're going to run this road straight down. Okay, so we may change the orientation of that aquarium. Probably going to do that. All right, so what I'm thinking here, though, we have these shorter buildings because I think we're going to put the art museum, not art museum. Museum of Modern Art. I think we're going to put it right here. I think that looks very nice right here in this area. I know there's this transformer area, or this electrical area here, but there's a lot of trees right there. And if you look, when you post, yeah, I think we're going to put that right there. If you look, there's no windows or anything on this side of the building. I guess there is right there, but that would be more like a lobby area, and you can't really see. It wouldn't be like there wouldn't be any eyesores coming out that view. So I think that would be kind of cool. Not to mention it's an art museum. You're supposed to be looking at the art, not out the window. Right. And then, so what I'm thinking next would be, what else could we put in here? Expo Center, maybe? I don't think I've used that. That might be too close to that. Yeah, that's too close to that. I don't really like the color of this. I don't like, not a big yellow. Yellow is not really my thing. But I don't know if we can change this with the repaint or not. That won't work there, so what if we changed it here? Yeah, it doesn't change the yellow at all, so yeah, we'll just leave it the way it is. Yeah, we'll just leave it the way it is. Okay, so I'm thinking those are the buildings that'll go in there, except we're going to put one more right here. And I think we need something with a little bit of a presence, height-wise. So what I'm going to use, trying to decide between two buildings. I'm going to use one of the new buildings from the Skyscraper Creator Pack. And I've got it narrowed down between these two buildings. Let's see here. We have this one. Which I think just looks great there. And that is, by the way, that is a building from Germany. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but it's a building from Germany there. That might be too tall. Yeah, that might be a little bit, yeah, see, that's a little bit overwhelming there. We don't want it that big. And then there's another building here, this one right here. This building here is from Brazil. And I kind of like it too. And it kind of it's dark. It offsets the color of these buildings, so I think that kind of works. So I think that kind of works there. So I think we're going to go with this one. The other one had like a reddish tint, which to me it's just kind of like, okay, you have a bluish green here, you got a light blue here, you've got a dark blue and a red, and then a yellow, and then you've got another, you got all these different colors, and another red, it's kind of like a little bit too many colors clashing there. So I think we're going to go with this one here. So then what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put in more parking. I think we are going to use this one, because this one does have the lights. That'll be almost the right length too. So let's go ahead and extend this out. Yeah, I kind of messed that up. That is so not what I wanted to do. There we go. I like that. I like that a lot. But so then we'll go ahead and put this in. There. And I honestly didn't plan that, and that just worked out perfectly. So good deal. So then we'll go ahead and we'll put parking in on this side. And it looks like that'll be right about the right size there. But what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to put it in right here and use move it to move it over. And I saw in a comment somewhere, somebody said that if you turn snapping on, that these would snap to the roads. And they do, okay. Yeah, see, that one's not. Yeah, see, that one's not snapping correctly. So that's the reason why I never had it on before, is because I never really had much luck with it working correctly. But this one looks like it worked fine. That looks fine there. And then, let's see, yeah, we're fine all the way around there. I think I am going to grab both of these and pull them down. So that matches the end of this parking stall there, just for aesthetics. There. And then maybe no, we don't want a handicap spot there. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was looking for my the short one without the handicap spots. Now this kind of makes it awkward here, because we want this one to line up here. That gives us an open spot right there. So what we can do, we can go into our decals, find a single, a single spot in there. That makes it look a little bit better. Looks more like a walkway right there versus that huge gap. So I think that works good there. There we go. I think that looks really nice there. And then what I was thinking was, I think we're going to go ahead and add in another parking lot over on this side. So I know we put in some, looks like there's a little bit of a, actually what we might do, yeah, I hate doing this because of the clipping, but we might go ahead and just do a little bit walkway right there. Probably needs to be the same width. Now that I think about it, we'll just take that out, because it probably needs to be the same width as these. And then we'll just put lights in there like the other ones. Yeah, I think that looks... And then depending on how far we come over with the parking lot, we may do another one over here. So it looks... It's not the right word, but... like it fits the rest of the building. And I took out that roadway there. At least I didn't take any of the intersection marking tool with it. Okay, so that's in there. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and add in, what, 3 rows of parking here? I don't know if we can get 3 rows to work. Maybe we'll just add 2 rows. But maybe an extended gap in the middle versus the other ones. So I think 8 will be too long. I think that just doesn't look right if it's that long. So I think what we'll do 6. And 6 is perfect. Just don't know if I don't know, maybe if we bring this down to match that. Yes, and I realize these are different lights, but that really can't be helped. I can fix that with Bob, but and I may do that actually, but and then maybe bring this down here, and then can we get another row of parking in there? Maybe we'll do a I think I did that too. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we'll do a row of 5 there. I don't know. Looks a little small there, but maybe we will bring this down just a little bit. Bring this over just a little bit. We can't really bring it over too much further because it is clipping into the pole there. But just like that. And then obviously we'll go through in concrete. Concrete this right here, even though I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that yet, but yeah, there is a little bit of there's a pole sticking in there, so that doesn't really make sense. But that doesn't mean that we can't delete this one, use this one. Yeah. Yeah, that works. And then you can do a couple things here. You could use curves to kind of detail this, or you could take another one of these and move it over. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab another one of these, place it on top of that one, and then just use move it to move it there. There we go. And then there's a little bit of a gap there. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. That works. And again, there's a little bit of clipping there, but that really can't be helped when you're doing it like that. I think that works. And then obviously we'll go through with the curves, put curves all the way through here. I think we'll actually do that on this side too, because we will be able to do that, and we may be able to do it on the far side. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be able to do it on the far side also. So we'll put curves all the way around there. And then do some decorating with this building here. I think what we're going to do, we've got doorways under each one of these little awnings right here, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've done that video. Yeah, there's doorways under each one of those little awnings. So what we can do is, I think what we're going to do over here is we're going to grab, there's 4 squares on each one of those. That's not going to work because of the parking spots. Rats. I guess we'll use the 3. I like using the 3 because it's a different, I don't know, necessarily texture, but different color than the other ones. And it doesn't match, so when you have them right side by side, they kind of look stupid. But and then we'll there. Even though I don't think there is an actual door there, I think we'll leave it there like there is one maybe. And then it in there, because, well, I guess we could put it on this side. There, that looks good. And then, so then we have the opening there. And it looks like there's a small walkway in between the grass and the parking, which I think works perfectly. And then we could have this brings us back to having this. Should we better do the move it on this side, because the way the sun's angled, you can see it better this way. Yeah. So we want to move this out like this. And then we could put another one in right there and then move it over halfway. But I think what I want to do, we'll put like a little seating area there, some benches and stuff like that there, and do the same thing over here. I think that will work fine. And then over on this side, yeah, there's no doors there. Thing is, though, there has to be doors on this side of the building. There has to be. I would think that would be against like fire code or something, not to have a way to get out on that side. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to put some doors in here. Just like that. Grab, move it. If you kind of move it into the building, when you're placing the prop, it elevates it. So to keep it on the ground, you have to place it and then use move it to push it into the building itself and leave it on the ground level. There, that works. Actually, I think we may have dropped it too far in. Let's bring it forward just a little bit. There. I think that looks good there. Put a bench on that side, maybe a trash can in that area. I think that looks really good there. And do the same thing over here on this side. So we'll do that. And then I think what we'll be able to do here then is, I don't know if we'll go through here and put this grass all the way down or not. Yeah, we're not going to be able to because of the landscaping. Like these are alright, but this one here, there's some clipping there. That one looks fine, and there's clipping there. So I think we'll just we'll leave that. I think we'll leave that alone. Maybe put in some grass texture or something. Maybe some props later on to kind of cover that area there. All right. And that looks really good there once we get that all taken care of. Now, what are we going to do here? I think we're just going to put in a green space. In all honesty, I think that's just going to be the best bet, is to maybe just put in, yeah, just put in a green space there. Maybe some trees or something. That's where signs would be, because I'm seeing this as kind of like a maybe an office building of some sort. And then obviously the aquarium's next door with the science center, and then the expo center, which I think is kind of like a convention center where you have shows and conventions and different things. I think that's what that is. So, which seems kind of small to be like a convention center or whatever, but um, that's fine. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I think we're going to leave this for the next video. I do have something planned for that. That is going to be very nice. It's not going to be as nice as the building that was originally supposed to go there, but it is very nice there. But I like that. I like how that turned out. I think that looks really good there with those 5 buildings there. Is that 5? Yeah, 5 buildings there. I think that looks really good there. We'll add in the parking lots. I think I am going to change the orientation of this. I think I am going to change the orientation of this building here and have it facing this way. Just so the garages and everything are on this side. Because it is an aquarium, so I would think that the parking lot really wouldn't need to be that extensive. I mean, obviously they're going to need some spots, but I wouldn't think that it would need to be dozens and dozens. So I'm thinking this area right through here would probably be enough. Maybe even right in here. Because I think what we'll do, we'll go ahead and run. We're going to go ahead and run over from here. Divide that out, and then I think we're just going to add in. I think we're just going to put in parking there. I think that will do it there. So I'm going to go ahead and use the actual parking lots for the pre-made parking. And I think, yeah, this will work just fine right here. Well, let's see here. Now that's, if it was just 1 square more, I would like it. It would be better. And this one here would be too big. Yep, okay. Well, what we'll do there is we will take this out, go back down to this. Catch up, there we go. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put this in. Not like that. Very nice, I like that. Okay, go ahead and put this back in, even though I think I'm going to change this to that plain road eventually. I think that's just going to look better. Around this. Yeah, and I think I'm going to run this outside parking all the way down too. So that'll give them extra parking. So I think that'll be more than enough. Not to mention, you have a lot of traffic over from the hotels and stuff too. People walking over. Yeah, I think that works. So we got quite a bit done this time. Next time I think we're gonna finish this area off. There's a handicap spot there. Yeah, that works. So we'll leave that like that. I think next time. I think we're gonna finish this area off. I'm gonna go through and probably do some detail work in here a little bit. Maybe add some. We'll add some additional parking and everything, and then we will finish this whatever this semicircle. I think is what you call that semicircle area off there, and then move on from there. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know. I'm always looking for different ways to do things, different ways of detailing, and different ways of making the city look better. This is like a painted city. It's not. It does function, but it's more about the aesthetics of how it looks and how the screenshots work and everything. So that's more of what I'm going for with this particular project. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the comment if you have any comments, and share the video if you think anybody would like it, and we'll see you next time. This is Gomer with Gomer Games. Thanks for your time, and enjoy your day.